It's easy to get disillusioned as a PE teacher because nobody considers it like a real class. I can't control how other people see phys ed teachers. I can't control the fact that everyone thinks I'm just a babysitter, but my vision for the future of phys ed is team building class. It's also SEL, social emotional learning.
So with what you've got now with Angry Gym Teacher, it seems like you're a man of morals. You've got good intentions.
I shouldn't be a teacher. I need to get off of those meds. If you need drugs to do your job, you shouldn't be doing that job.
How much has your life changed from like before and after having kids?
The best way to describe having kids is you rip out your own heart, give it legs, and just watch it go walk around. That's truly what it has felt like for me.
A lot of people just don't know what their purpose is. So they come home from work, they hate their job, they don't enjoy it, and they're just kind of like scrolling, going through the night.
Social media used to be a positive place. Around 2016, I think, is when it took a turn. We all know what happened in 2016.
Welcome to the Cold Tub Talks podcast. I'm your host and CEO, Tyler Kelly, owner at InstaShred.
I'm Devin Tirina, the head coach, trainer, and do the social media work for InstaShred as well.
And my name is Tom Filline, also known as Angry Gym Teacher on Instagram. And I hate this. I want to go home. When doesn't your heart slow down eventually? And then you start feeling good? Isn't that a thing?
Actually, it increases.
It goes up?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want
Your
that.
body's freaking out in here. Yeah.
Well, that happened at first, but don't you like right before hypothermia, you start to feel really good, right?
Oh, yeah. We're not going to push it to that limit, though.
Right?
Yeah.
Like Jack on Titanic, he just fell asleep.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, he just went, that's what happens. You just go, you lull off into a nice peaceful.
Yeah. Yeah. But we are not going to go to Jack's level.
Okay.
No, we'll be good.
I mean, I'm down for whatever. I'm on winter break, so.
Yeah. Honestly, you're tolerating this very well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was worried I wouldn't be able to talk. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to talk.
Yeah, we're doing good. 55 degrees.
55 degrees. It feels like negative 55
We're chilling
degrees. I think you
smooth
just
right
told
now.
me that. I think you just told me it was at 55 degrees.
No. We're not
You're lying.
No.
It's colder than
I
that.
to you.
Okay.
No,
Giving
55.
you the straight truth.
All right. Well, I can't feel anything.
Imagine how easy the export pool is going to be for him now.
Yeah,
know,
export fitness is
You don't even have to drive farther now.
Yeah,
You'll be
true.
good to
true.
go.
Yeah, for real. You're going to save yourself some
True.
driving time. Whew. All right. Opening question for you. Are gym teachers the real deal? Do they know what they're doing?
No, mostly we just sit and work on football plays and we just roll a ball out and let the kids kind of just hang out, you know. That's what people think.
That's what people think.
That's what people think. No, yeah, we have to go through the same, we have to take the same classes that other teachers take. We have to do the same, clinicals. We put in the same number of hours. So, I think we're the real deal. At least I am the real. I can't speak for every gym teacher, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Because there's some, you guys probably had some PE teachers growing up that were like, why are you here? Do you even like teaching? You know?
Yeah.
A lot of them get into it just because they like to coach. And that was never me. I do coach because I have to, you know, it's expected of me, but that's not why I got into teaching. I got into teaching because I wanted to be a teacher. So
Nice. I mean, the headband says it all.
Yeah,
I don't think I
gym
really
teacher.
let it sink until now. Gym teacher.
that's what all the kids call me. So I finally I kind of just leaned into it, you know?
We were here and saw your videos and we thought of you too. We brought our headbands.
Can we join you?
Yes.
We brought our headbands
Nice.
to join in to make sure we know all your videos. You got the headbands on. Look, I brought my coaching whistle too.
Is it a Fox
Come
40?
on.
Is it a Fox 40 whistle?
No, it's just a little kid's whistle.
Okay, I should have brought you a Fox
What's
40.
a Fox 40 whistle?
Fox 40 is the go-to brand for whistles for NFL referees, and that's what a lot of PE teachers prefer too.
So the official whistle.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually got in some almost legal trouble recently because I've been selling this T-shirt that has Fox 40 whistles on it. You know, it's like an Andy Warhol type artwork with the different colored whistles.
Yeah.
And I've been selling that shirt for over a year, and I got a message from the CEO of the Fox 40 company. And he was like, "Hey, just so you know, those whistles, the image of the whistle is a trademark of our company." And I was like, "Oh shit, is this like a cease and desist letter type thing?" But he was really cool. He was like, "No, we're totally fine with you continuing to sell this shirt if you could just please give us a plug, you know, put a link to our website on there." And then I looked into it, and they're Canadian, so that explains why they were cool about it, right?
No.
An American company would have been like, "We're sending you
Oh yeah.
a bill for
They would have
for
wanted
every
their
shirt that you
percentages.
sold." Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Direct from the CEO, though, huh?
Directly from the CEO, Fox 40. So
that's a real
this is a
deal.
plug for Fox 40 so I can continue to sell the shirts. If you could please hide that cheap whistle that you got. We'll get you a Fox 40. I'll buy you one.
There you go. If you would have pulled that out, that would have been the perfect plug right there.
Yeah.
Cool.
You hear that difference right there?
Yeah, I want to hear the difference now.
The Fox 40 is
Fox
like an
40.
ear piercing. Just watch an NFL game. Anytime you hear a whistle, it's a Fox 40.
I think I could do that. Yeah.
Nice. All right. So when you do like, oh boy, who's that? Almost ice. Oh man,
Ice
more
buzzer.
ice.
More ice. I
Let's
don't know if you
go.
can fit more ice in here.
Oh, we're
I'm about to
more ice in
overflow.
there. You can definitely do more.
Okay.
How the nipples feeling? Numb?
They could feel like my nipples. I don't know if they're there anymore. Honestly. Okay. Oh, the whole thing. Oh, the whole thing. There we go.
Oh man, when it swarms on your chest,
it
man,
burns.
every time it gets you.
Is that normal?
I'm buried all the way in, so we're good.
Is it normal for it to burn?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do I stop shivering?
Oh, you don't.
You just got to keep breathing.
Honestly, you could really try to slow the breathing.
That's what I've been trying to do.
Breath work. I mean, when we do extremely cold ice baths, the breathing is where it's at. The breath work. There you go.
There we go.
That'll get you.
All right.
Maybe that'll get you close to Jack status in the heart rate department. Control the breathing.
Yeah.
I
Deep
would,
breaths.
yeah. Like, I would like that.
Ooh.
I could pass away right now.
Yeah.
I'd be more comfortable.
See, now I'm starting to shiver.
Now I know why Jack didn't climb onto that door. He was just like, no, I'm going to the next. I'm going to the afterlife.
Yes. Yes.
So going back to what I was saying, what's your favorite thing to do in gym class with the kids? I saw your video of like that. It was like scooters and they're pulling the noodles.
I
and
do
that
love
was like, it
the
was fun.
scooters. I love the scooters. I like to do big themes now. I've been more and more about just fun, like cranking up the fun.
Okay.
It's easy to get disillusioned as a PE teacher because nobody considers it like a real class. You know, it's like babysitting. You're just watching the kids while the teachers have their prep.
See that?
So I can't talk because I'm shivering.
Yeah.
Can I just scream? Okay.
Yes.
Is that like, am I breaking the microphone? They're giving me a thumbs up. I can keep screaming. I like to have fun. Fun is my favorite thing about my job because it's the only thing that I have any control over, right? Like I can't control how other people see phys ed teachers. I can't control the fact that everyone thinks I'm just a babysitter, but I can make sure that those kids are having just an absolute blast from the minute they walk into my class till the moment they leave. So I've been cranking up the fun like to an 11 with every activity. Like for Halloween this year, I love Halloween as a teacher. It's like one of my favorite days to be a teacher. We did a whole Star Wars theme. So I decorated the gym. I got this big inflatable Death Star. I put on like all these
sick
backdrops, and I made up a game called Star Wars Tag. Star Wars Tag. I have to yell it. I have to yell it because I can't. I'm like Star Wars Tag. You can't stop. Like people listening to this are gonna be like, "This is." I can't even tell what he's saying.
I love this. He's figuring out what works for him.
Yeah.
I gotta scream it. So Star Wars Tag. First, when we play tag. Okay, when's the last time you guys played tag?
Oh man, I don't know. With the kids?
I'd say
so.
this
Probably a couple weeks ago.
Couple weeks ago, really? Okay,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. Most people are like elementary school was the last
Yeah,
time
with
I played.
kids and stuff.
So we don't use our hands when we play tag.
Okay.
Right? Because then it just turns into grabbing and shoving. That's the thing. A lot of schools ban tag because it just turns into that. Right?
like a shoving match and kids get
So
pushed
we
down.
use tagging sticks, and they're pool noodles. Pool noodles. You cut them in half, and it becomes a tagging stick. So I took green and red tagging sticks, and I made them in lightsabers with duct tape and electrical tape. And I had the Sith and I had the Jedi. And the Sith are trying to tag the Jedi, and the Jedi are trying to tag the Sith, and everyone else is a Padawan learner, right?
Yeah.
And the Sith are trying to get the Padawan, and the Jedi are trying to stop the Sith. It's a really fun game.
It does
It's
sound
a really fun game. And so we were playing Star Wars Tag. There's Star Wars music going in the background, and it was a blast.
Cool.
And I know the kids had fun, and like that's really. It sounds bad because I should care about more stuff, but that's really the thing I care about most, right? Like, are they having as much fun as possible?
Yeah, I feel like at a young age too, especially like you're going to have fun. You know, I remember gym class was my favorite. Always, like growing up, I looked forward to it no matter what. Sure, some people are like, "Is it really? You're not learning anything. You're just having fun. You're just playing games."
Well, I think they are learning, and that's the thing is when you create those core memories for these kids, like that really helps lock in whatever you also happen to be learning at the time.
Yeah,
And that's why I wish more schools would utilize physical education plus just exercise and movement in general. Like if you're learning, like there was a time, one of my first few years of teaching when a teacher came to me and she was like, "Hey, we're learning about Native Americans right now in class. Is there anything that you can do in the gym to like help these kids really learn about Native American culture? And I was like, absolutely, we're going to play lacrosse, right? Because lacrosse was created by Native Americans. So when you can tie in that fun and when you can link it to an activity like that, when they're having that much fun, that's what really helps, I think, lock it into their memory.
I love that. Core memory.
And a lot of schools don't see it that way. They don't understand the benefits of like exercise and movement and helping these kids really retain what they're learning.
Yeah, for sure. Let us know in the comments if you have a core memory from your gym class days.
I'm creating a core memory right now.
Yeah, you are.
My core temperature.
Yeah.
Is it a good core memory or is it one of the bad blue core memories?
I don't know, because like my balls are back inside my body. And like I'm worried that when I get out of here, they're gonna go back to normal size, but they'll still be in there. Does that happen?
It'll take a bit.
Is there a term for that?
Honestly, the worst thought for me is my significant other seeing me right when I get out of the clothes. It's not a good. You feel demasculated.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I was
all
in the
shriveled
pool.
and
You're
pruned up.
Like George from Seinfeld. They're like, I was in the pool.
Yeah. So speaking, if you guys don't know, he's amounted to an amazing following, angry gym teacher on Instagram, right?
Instagram. Yeah. Started on Facebook and then TikTok and now Instagram.
Yeah,
I'm still on all three, but Instagram's
and you have so much fun. I mean, it's been so cool following the journey. But what would you say is the difference between motivation and influence as a gym teacher? Like, do you think it's all superficial and you're having fun in the moment, but it doesn't leave a lasting impact exercise-wise?
Motivation and influence. All right. I was just shivering that whole time you were saying that. Can you repeat that question?
What capacity do you think your brain's at right now, Tom?
What kind of what?
What capacity do you think your brain's operating at right now?
My brain is still thinking about my nipples. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I think that like I could cut glass.
Yeah.
Like they hurt. That's probably not normal. I should probably go to the doctor.
I hope this isn't weird, but I'm probably going to take a look at him when he gets out.
They might poke you in the eye. Sorry.
Yeah,
your question was
motivation
about
and influence,
motivation and influence.
Like, are the kids left with a lasting change
I hope so.
from these games
I hope
and
so.
activities?
I spoke to one of my classes recently, and I try to have this conversation at least once every year with all of my classes. And I tell them, what do you think the most important thing is that we learn and we practice in this class? And most of them raise their hand and they say, exercise. And I'm like, that's important, but that's not it. And then they'll say, throwing and catching, because I'm big on like throwing and catching. That's like, if I can give you one thing, like I want you to get to middle school not afraid of the ball. When somebody throws a ball to you and you're like, that was me in middle school. I'm like, I don't want you to go through that. And I'm like, no, that's not it. That's important, but that's not it. And, I would take more guesses. And finally I would tell them, no, the most important thing I'm teaching you is team building, teamwork skills.
Yeah.
If I can leave you, if you can walk out of here, not just with the confidence in yourself, but the confidence in your ability to work with other people and accomplish a goal. Like that's the number one thing. And that's why I'm so big on throwing and catching, because like I can teach you how to throw, I can teach you how to catch, but if you can teach yourself how to do that with another person, not just your friend, but like somebody that you don't work with all the time, if you can throw and catch a ball together, do any kind of team building work, that is something that directly that's a skill that you're going to need like for the rest of your life, right? And any field that you go into, any job that you have to be able to work with people. You have to be able to compromise. You have to be able to communicate. Yeah. And that's the number one thing that I try to leave with my students. That's the impression that I try to give to them.
Dang.
Yeah.
Give us a like. Do you agree with Tom on that statement?
Yeah. No, I love that. That's one big thing I took away from gym class or just doing sports in general was you had to learn to work as a team.
Yes.
Like you're always worried about I, playing soccer. It's like, what were my stats? How did I do? And overall, it's like, okay, did the team win? Did I play a part in being a good team player? Or, with work, Tyler and I working together, it's like, oh, am I willing to be a team player? Or is it just like, I want to do what I want to do and I don't care what he wants?
Yeah.
But it plays so much into your life, whether it's friends, family, or anything. Sometimes you have to just be a good supporting friend or partner that it teaches you how to just be a piece of what you need to do and not worry so much about just yourself and what you're going to do versus helping someone. So I love that. That's a great thing for kids to know. That's
my vision for like the future of phys ed. I wish that, sports are great. Sports are fun. Soccer's great. Basketball, all that stuff. All that we don't want to lose any of that stuff, but all of that stuff for me is more of a means to an end. Like I'm using those skills to teach you how to work with other people.
Yeah.
And like my vision for the future of phys ed is that team building. Like it's a team building class. It's also SEL, social emotional learning, teaching kids how to control their emotions, how to kind of like. I'm learning that I shouldn't move when I'm in here. Moving makes it harder.
Moving makes it so
Moving
much
is-
more
moving sucks.
sacrificial.
But like when I talk, I move my hands, so my hands are moving, and you can't even see my hands moving. So why am I moving my hand? The camera can't see any of this shit. So why am I moving? I'm gonna stop moving.
And you're splashing the water, and it feels
I'm just
even
gonna get all
colder.
tense.
It reminds you that you're cold if you stay still.
Yeah.
It's almost like your body forgets.
Right, because then you get numb. But every time you move, it's like a reset.
Oh yeah.
What was I saying? Social emotional.
Social emotional
SEL,
learning.
social emotional learning. It's a concept in education that's gotten really popular lately. Team building and just confidence building. Like that's my vision for the future of phys ed. And I wish more school districts saw it that way instead of just, oh, it's like an hour-long extra recess where you learn how to kick and throw, stuff like that.
Yeah. I love that. Dang.
Oh, that's
Hey,
so cool.
Thanks for the shout out, by the way, over there. Team building.
Oh yeah,
Insta
team
shred.
building. That's what we're about.
Go team Insta
You gonna leave me
shred.
hanging? There's an air bump.
He doesn't want to move.
I'm gonna move the water.
Yeah. I am chattering over here. I'm surprised I'm the only one chattering. I feel like the biggest bitch.
No, my whole, like everything from the neck down is like shivering right now. I look like, if you could see the way my body is right now, I'm like in the fetal position. It's like not manly at all. I'm like,
You're putting on a good show though, because it does not seem like you're struggling over there.
Yeah, Tyler's funny. You
I
can tell when
am.
he's shivering
Oh.
because his head will
I hate it.
No.
That's not more ice, is it? I hear an alarm.
Oh, that's
Is that more ice? Ooh, elderberry. Okay.
We're gonna step up the immunity game right now.
Oh
Here's
yeah.
your Insta shred elderberry.
Ooh, this is hot.
Warm today. We used
Can I just dump it in the
Thank
water?
Yeah.
See, I told you the warmth would be good.
Oh yeah.
Cheers,
this is
guys.
smart.
Cheers,
We always
cheers.
go cold.
This is, what is this again?
This is elderberry. So elderberry is stronger than vitamin C. It's great for the immune system.
Oh, it feels good warm.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay.
So you'll have to look it up. Elderberry.
Elderberry.
Flower.
My immune system needs all the help it can get.
Yeah.
I have 2 6-year-olds at home, and they're sick constantly, which means I'm sick constantly.
Yeah. This is a great family friendly supplement right here. Oh, now I feel a voice. The
Yeah.
voice is starting to break.
Yeah. It's almost like not helping. Because, like I'm just sipping this, and I'm like, I want this feeling all
It feels
over.
good going
Oh,
down.
yeah.
You're like, oh, I feel warm.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, now I'm moving and I'm in the cold
Yeah.
tub.
Yeah, now you gotta move. I need a big straw, and this needs to be on the table,
Wait, how would the straw help? I don't get it.
because then I wouldn't have to move. I
He's
could
saying
just
like
put
he's
the straw
on
in
the
my
table
mouth.
and he's got a
Yes.
straw in his mouth.
The straw goes all the way to the cup, and the cup's over there, and that'll just stay warmer longer because
Yeah.
I think this is the perfect time to transition.
Oh yeah.
Are we ready?
How long have we been in here?
The couch.
How long have we been in here though? I want to make sure it's not like, I don't want to be the shortest.
20?
20 minutes?
20 minutes?
Okay.
Let's
Is
go.
that the longest
Stop.
we've ever done? Is that the longest we've ever done?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're setting a record here.
Yeah.
You set the record.
You have.
Yeah.
You hold the reign, my friend.
Gym teacher has the
All right.
throne. All right, let's do it, boys.
All right, let's go.
Hey, I want to give a quick shout out to the Pod Company, our sponsor for the Cold Tub Talks podcast. I'm sitting in their Ice Pod Pro. These are the best in-class pods. If you don't have one, you should get one for yourself. And if you haven't seen the Cold Tub Talks podcast, you can head over to YouTube, the InstaShred page, and check it out for yourself.
All right, welcome back to the Cold Tub Talks. One question we did not ask you when we were in the cold tubs was, what made you want to become a gym teacher? Were you like inspired? Was gym your favorite growing up? Or were you just like, oh, I just want to become a gym teacher and help kids?
Honestly, no. I don't know how it happened. It's the weirdest thing because I didn't like school as a kid. I was one of these kids that really dreaded going to school, really looked forward to breaks, loved summer, just didn't want to go to school.
Mhm.
And then when I went to high school, I had a really negative experience in high school because I was sent to, I went to a private school. I went to public school, K through 8. I had all my friends, good friends that I still keep in touch with. And then I got sent to a private school. And that was always part of the plan. My dad went to the school, all his siblings went to the school. But it was just negative for me. Like I missed my friends, but I had a small group of teachers there who were like really inspiring for me. And they were like there for me. They took me under their wing. They made sure that I was welcomed and that I felt, welcome in this space. So I can remember sitting in their classrooms thinking to myself, this is what I want to do someday. Like I want to be a teacher. I want to inspire the next generation. But I didn't know what I was going to teach because I hated math and I hated reading. And that's school. That's pretty much everything. Right? Like if you don't like math or reading, it's like, what else is there? You could do science, but science is pretty mathy. I don't know if you know how mathy science gets. There's a lot of math in science. And you could do like social studies, but there's a lot of reading there. So for a while, I was like, well, I guess I can't teach because I just don't know. I'm not good at either of those things.
Yeah.
And then when I started going to college, I was going to school to be kind of like a personal trainer. I was working out in the gym a lot because I was wrestling. I was going to professional wrestling school. That's a whole other thing, right? And I was like, well, wait, I could teach this. I could teach fitness. I could teach health. I could teach kids how to exercise and how to get in shape. So that's kind of where I went straight to like my guidance counselor at the time. And I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to be a PE teacher.
Okay.
And yeah, that's kind of how it just kind of snowballed from there.
Nice. Like professional wrestling schools and like WWE, like stuff like that, like trying to get on there. Okay.
Yeah. I became obsessed with wrestling when I was in high school.
Okay.
I wasn't allowed to watch it in the 90s as a kid. Attitude Era, very raunchy, right? You guys remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like
they'd have pillow fights on TV with the
Lingerie
girls and
pillow
lingerie.
was not allowed to watch it as a kid in the 90s. And then when my brother and I got to high school, my dad kind of loosened up on the restrictions. We were finally allowed to play all these games that we weren't allowed to play as kids. And we were allowed to, or I don't know if he approved of it. He never actually came to us and was like, okay, you guys can watch lingerie pillow fights now on TV.
Yeah.
There was never a day when he was like, okay, I give you my permission. You've graduated. You can watch this raunchy stuff. But he kind of just stopped caring, I guess. So my brother and I turned on WWE and we were like, oh my God, this is what we've been missing out on this whole time. This is amazing. And we just kind of fell in love with it. And I became convinced that that's what I was going to do. Like I went to my dad. I'm like, hey, I really want to learn how to do this. Because I was always into performing arts. I took a lot of like theater classes in high school. Always loved that. And he was like, well, you can do whatever you want as long as you go to college, get a degree, like a backup plan. So like I did my research. I found this wrestling school in Georgia, right outside of Atlanta. And there was a college around the corner from there. And to sweeten the deal, because I knew this would sell my dad, it was a Christian school. It's a Bible college. I'm like, well, Dad, I'm going to go to this wrestling school here, but hey, get this. I'm going to study Bible. I'm going to be a youth pastor. And he was like, oh yeah, you can do whatever you want. If you're going to be a pastor, you can do whatever you want after school, as long as you. So that was what I did for a semester. I went to my classes at this little tiny private school in Georgia. And I went and I trained at night at this wrestling school. And the school itself was actually the old WCW power plant.
Okay.
Yeah. It was right next to, it was sandwiched between a Waffle House and a strip club in this like industrial area. This podcast is taking a twist. Like you guys didn't expect this at all.
This is a rabbit hole though.
You did not expect this at all. It's hard to like explain though, because that ties into like what got me into phys ed. Because if it wasn't for professional wrestling, I would have never started lifting in the gym, because that's why I did it.
Yeah.
I was learning how to be a wrestler, learning how to do all these moves. And my brother, who was already a big lifter, he was like, you don't look like a wrestler. Like you need to let me teach you how to lift in the gym. And that eventually led to me getting a job, at the gym, training other people. And that's why I do what I do. It's because I wanted to be a wrestler, you know?
That's awesome. That's way deeper
weird.
than what I thought your answer would be.
Yeah.
Of just like, I don't know. I just really enjoy gym class and wanted to become where it's like, I just wanted to help the kids.
This short end. No, that's how a lot of PE teachers are like that. They're like, I just wanted to coach. And so it made sense for me to, but for me, it was a very roundabout path to get where I am today.
Okay. So with what you've got now with Anger Gym Teacher, it seems like you're a man of morals. You've got good intentions.
I like to think so. Most of the time anyway.
Do you have haters?
Yeah, I've got haters.
You got people that are just against what you do for whatever reason?
Yeah.
Specifically other gym teachers?
No, for the most part, other gym teachers for the most part love me because I'm like, I got a comment recently at a state conference, and this other PE teacher, whenever I go to the state conference, I'm like a celebrity. It's the weirdest thing. People stop me for selfies and stuff. And this guy took me aside and he was like, I really appreciate what you're doing. And I never know how to like take those I kind of get uncomfortable because I'm like, I'm literally just goofing around. I'm making funny sketches and videos. Like I'm just trying to make people laugh. And he was like, no, you've made PE teachers cool again. And I was like, I never considered that at all because like I teach elementary school. I've never not felt cool. When I go to work, like those kids love me. When they see me like outside the gym, they light up. They start cheering. They're like, it's Mr. Filline. What's he doing out of the gym? Mr. Filline. Hey, Mr. Like walking through the cafeteria. You would think it's like a celebrity, like red carpet thing for me. So it never occurred to me that I wasn't cool. Right. But it is true that like once you hit a certain age, like middle school, high school, PE and like physical education is not cool anymore. And I should know that because I taught middle school. Like I know how middle schoolers get. They don't want to like get sweaty. They don't want to play these dumb games that are made for kids, you know?
Yeah.
And then especially high school. It's like the high schoolers see their PE teacher as just this dork who's just blowing a whistle all day and you know, making them do push-ups. And exactly, right?
Me on the whistle.
It does. You get to a point where PE is just not cool anymore. And that when that teacher said that to me, I was like, oh, that actually means a lot to me. Like, because that's true. Like when you look at like movies and stuff, the PE teacher it's always just a stereotype of this guy wearing sweatpants with a whistle, making kids climb ropes or throwing balls, making them huck balls at each other, playing dodgeball all day. And it's just not cool. And when the teacher said that to me, he's like, "Thank you, you made us cool again." I was like, "Oh, thank you." Like, I guess if that's my legacy, like that's cool. I'll take that, you know.
So back to the state fair. What is this?
Oh, it's a state conference.
State conference.
Yeah, it's an annual conference.
State fair.
It feels like that. It feels like that. So it's once a year. Every state has one. Ours is the IAFERD conference, Illinois Association for Health, Physical Education, Recreation, and Dance.
Okay.
And it's just a big gym teacher party. Like we get together and we share like the latest teaching strategies. And there's a lot of games. Like we get together and present like games that we get up and we play the games so that we can then present the games to our students.
Now that you say that, I think I saw in one of your posts, I was intrigued because in one of your shorts, you mentioned, hey, I can't share with you my presentation, but I could share with you like my slide deck. And I actually, I thumbed through it because I was interested. I'm like, oh, he's like promoting physical fitness.
Yeah.
So I think I saw an exercise in there. It was like the sleepy bear.
The sleepy bear.
And I'm like studying this diagram, the sleepy bear. It's like you act like you're snoring or something,
so
right? Can you explain it?
My presentation was all about using technology, because that's a whole rabbit hole we can go down. Is how to use technology in the gym in any classroom setting. Like technology is just it's taking over in every school, which for the most part it's a good thing. But a lot of PE teachers are still doing just the whistle and the chalkboard. That's like the extent of the technology that they use. They might have like a CD player. You know, your PE teacher might have had a boombox that they busted out when it was time for fitness testing or whatever. But that's the extent of it. And I've really embraced a lot of different technology in my gym. I use like a big projector screen. And one of the things I do is I use a lot of sound effects for games. So the sleepy bear, you pick one student to be the bear, right? They go to the opposite side of the gym and they have a tagging stick, a noodle, and they go to sleep. So they turn around and they're not allowed to peek. They have to close their eyes. And the rest of the class is on the opposite side of the gym. And I have a snoring sound effect. And when you hear the snoring, you have to tiptoe towards the bear. And when the snoring stops, you have to freeze. And it's very scary, right? But it's like fun scary, right? And the kids are like, oh my God, is he going to wake up? Is he going to wake up? And then I'll start playing the snoring again. They'll start tiptoeing again. And I'll wait until they're like right up against the bear. And then I'll play the sound effect of the bear like roaring. Like
that was
up.
it.
Yeah. And when the bear wakes up, then they have to turn around and run back before they get tagged by the bear. And if you get tagged by the bear, you become a bear with the bear. So it's. I have fifth graders, like 10-year-old students who still ask for this game.
Yeah.
Really?
When I tell them like, all right, you guys have some choice time. What do you want to play? They're like, can we play that bear game that you taught us in kindergarten? Like they love it.
Yeah.
I'm sure that makes you feel good though. Like years on, they're like, oh, the game you made up, they're still enjoying and want to play as they're a lot older.
It does. Like if that's my, like I said, if that's my legacy, creating these memories for these kids, like I'm good with that.
Yeah. I mean, I saw one of your videos you posted about, maybe it was at the conference you were at, but it was talking about stop playing Kids Bop.
Yes.
You're talking about your playlist.
I'm very anti Kids Bop. Because anybody out
How
there.
so? I don't get it.
Kids Bop. You familiar with Kids Bop?
Yeah.
It's annoying. It's annoying.
It's like kids remakes of like
life
all the
is
songs,
too short,
but
right? So a lot of teachers play Kids Bop because it's like an easy go-to because you know it's appropriate for kids.
Okay.
But my thing is I'm the one that has to listen to this music all day, right?
Yeah.
Like my students are coming in for 30 minutes and they're listening to a few songs, but I got to listen to this all day, the whole playlist. So I make my own playlist and I go through the lyrics. I make sure that there's nothing too inappropriate, but I'm also like pretty laid back with that. You know, like for me, it's like music is art. It's okay. Like the kids aren't going to be traumatized if they hear Gangnam Style.
Yeah.
You know, when he says, hey, sexy lady, a lot of parents are like, oh my God, he said the word sexy. Like my child cannot hear that. I'm like, okay, relax.
Yeah.
No, but I have my own playlist. I do go through the lyrics to make sure it's appropriate. And I do play like kid songs that they like.
Mhm.
There's a song called "It's Raining Tacos."
Oh yeah, I know that song.
You like that song?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
a,
I know.
it's a banger.
It's raining tacos.
It's a great song.
Okay.
From out of the sky.
Yeah.
I know.
That song, and then like so there's kid favorites on there, but I also play Journey, and I play Britney Spears and NSYNC because like I want to play songs that I like because I'm the one that has to listen to this all day, and the kids don't care.
No.
They enjoy it. They like the Bye 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 song.
Oh,
They
yeah.
made a comeback
Really?
because of Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, yes.
Whenever that song comes on, they start doing the dance and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm very anti Kids Bop. Any teachers listening to this, don't play Kids Bop. You don't have to do that to yourself.
That was one of the worst things. Always having to hear kids pop all the time when you were in gym class. It's all they played.
Cancel Kids Bop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Defund Kids Bop.
You know, I
You
like
heard it
what-
here first.
I like what I'm hearing because it sounds like you not only take pride in what you do, but you stay ahead of the curve. Like the technology presentation, you're actually advancing what your career can be instead of just resorting to the old ways and doing the lazy thing.
Yeah, a lot of teachers, especially a lot of PE teachers. I don't want to harp on my people, but they're very stuck in like old ways. This is how we've always done things. We've always just blown the whistle when it's time to freeze. We don't need all this technology. These kids just need to play. We've always played dodgeball. Why can't we play dodgeball anymore?
Wow.
And I just think that kind of feeds into the disrespect, that we get. It doesn't help. It doesn't help.
Sure.
When you're stuck in the past, when you're stuck in old ways, when you're not willing to embrace technology and new practices and new research, it doesn't help anybody.
So what's the difference now versus gym at any point last year, pre-COVID, 10 years ago? Like what's the difference now versus what it used to be?
I would say technology is the main difference, I think.
The world's soft.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, I was going to let you answer.
We won't
but-
go down that rabbit hole right now.
No, I think that is the main difference is like there's a lot of different technology out there that really helps enhance the practice. They have these like interactive projector screens now where you can like go, you've probably seen them on YouTube where there's like a bug crawling across the screen and a kid can throw a ball. And if it hits the bug gets squished. And there's lots of interactive stuff like that. There's like tons of video. We use a lot of video in the gym. I've been trying to make my own videos so that my students are actually like seeing me and each other up there on the screen as opposed to just, strangers on YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say technology is the biggest difference. And then this is a change that I'm trying to facilitate, that I'm trying to help move along. But the biggest difference that I see in the future is like we were talking about in the ICE is just embracing confidence building and team building and social emotional learning and moving away from just teaching sports, because at the end of the day, like it doesn't matter if these kids don't ever take up a sport. It's not a huge deal if they don't end up playing soccer or playing basketball or trying out for those teams. What matters is if they know how to take care of themselves, if they know how to stay healthy, if they know how to stay fit, if they know how to make those changes, if they know how to go to the gym and actually exercise so that they can build that confidence. Like that's what matters. So.
Gives me
Yeah.
goosebumps.
Yeah.
I love that though.
Yeah.
You can
No,
tell you're
for
very
real.
passionate
That's-
about it. Like of just making sure you make an impact the best way you possibly can.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
how many years have you been teaching now?
I've been 13 years, I think.
13?
Yeah. It sounded like I almost said 20. I was going back to 20. No, 20
I was thinking 2013.
was when I started. I think I started in 2010 unofficially, but then, yeah, because I was substitute teaching for a while. But yeah, 13, 14 years. Then, COVID.
Yeah.
I spent an entire year as a remote teacher.
Yeah, so you're
But that
boxing
counts.
Mariah Carey
Oh,
there.
yeah.
and-
That counts. Yeah. I did. I made a lot of those green screen videos during COVID.
Oh yeah, those
and-
were funny. So in your 14 years then of teaching, what's been like your favorite memory? Do you have like a favorite one all-time memory that you have that comes to your mind of just becoming a gym teacher or being a gym teacher?
My first few years in Chicago, for sure. When I started teaching in a turnaround school in Chicago. I don't know if you've ever heard of turnaround schools. What they do is, and they don't do it anymore. It was very controversial, but for a few years there was this organization in the city that would go into a Chicago public school and fire everybody. All the teachers, the administrator. They even tried to fire like the lunch ladies. Because their rationale was like, well, this school is failing. It needs a fresh start. And you
Okay.
think to yourself, what did the lunch lady do? Like,
Yeah, right.
So like, thankfully, they weren't successful in firing those people most of the time. But they would They did. They fired all the teachers and brought in an entire new team of teachers. And I was one of the new teachers in my school. It was on the west side of Chicago. And going into the school, the kids had like no structured phys ed at all. Like it was mostly just open gym. You know, they would just kind of, the kids ran it basically. And I went in knowing that. And I got to kind of build a program from scratch.
Okay.
Basically. And I introduced the kids to this concept of like, no, this is a class. I'm a teacher. Like this is not just free time. We're going to have objectives. We're going to have assessments. I am going to grade you. And it was a lot of work. I definitely aged myself like probably 10 years in that in those first couple of years in the city, but it was worthwhile to kind of build that relationship with this community that I had no connection to previously. I mean, I grew up in the suburbs. I was pretty like coddled in that sense. And these kids were this was a very poor neighborhood. A lot of violence that these kids were dealing with. But I got to build this program from scratch. A lot of great relationships. I got to build a sports program. I was the athletic director also. And these kids really had no after school sports really at all. I think they had a basketball team. That was it. And by the end of my 5 years there, they had like football, they had soccer, they had volleyball, pretty much everything you could need at the middle school level. So that was really special to me. And I left that school because I had moved out to Aurora. So it was a big commute, but there's a lot of me that wishes I had stuck around because it was a special time. It made a lot of good relationships.
Yeah. So did the school end up turning around?
What's that?
Did the school actually end up turning around and being like
in some ways, yeah. It always depends on who you have in charge. When it comes to like school performance and like test scores and stuff, in my opinion, that stuff doesn't matter half as much as politicians say it does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Without going down another rabbit hole here. Like what matters is, do the kids feel safe in the school? When that was one thing that did change for the better. Whenever these schools were turned around, they would always make sure they had very secure buildings. They had deans in charge that really made sure that the hallways were a safe place, that the lunchroom was safe. So do the kids feel safe and do the families feel supported? To me, those are the two most important things. If you have those two things in a school, I don't care what the test scores say. You know, test scores are always going to say like, you know, these inner city schools are bad because the kids, you know, there's a lot of poverty there. There's a lot of violence. They have a lot of other stuff on their plate. So the test scores are always going to say, you know, this is a quote unquote bad school. So did that turn around? Not necessarily, but the kids did feel safer. They felt more supported. They had after school programs that they could, you know, have fun and grow. So I think it did. I think it had a positive impact. But,
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, that's like another goosebumps worthy statement. Because going back to the passion, it's like you have such a passion for what you do, you know, and like I can just picture. I mean, this happens in all industries, but I can picture the gym teachers or the individuals that just resort to old ways because it's the easy route, you know. But anyone that's great at what they do, hence yourself, they're ahead of the curve. They're innovative. They're creative. They want to make a change and push it forward with whatever they do.
I'm all right. I mean, I do my best.
Humble man.
I've never won Teacher of the Year. I'm not salty about that or anything.
You said it so casually, you almost threw me off.
Yeah. You know,
is
it's
that for
fine,
the whole
whatever.
state? Like, is that for the whole state? It's like out of
Yeah,
like
well,
gym
no, they
teacher
have
of
like
the year, or how does that work?
There's tons of Teacher of the Year awards. There's one for like the whole state. There's one for different
Districts?
segments, and I've never gotten any of them. So,
Then
if
what's
anybody
that?
watching this, if you want to nominate me, I don't know what I have to do. I just sat in one of these ice cold tubs for 20 minutes. Maybe now, finally.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe it'll work your way up. How do you get
What
nominated?
do I have
for
to
one?
do?
Yeah,
for
exactly.
You people? No.
What's the nomination criteria? Like, come on now.
I'll try and help you out.
Maybe
The
get me on
stand up
one of
hasn't
those-
helped at all.
No, not really. No, stand up does not help at all. Stand up does not help being a teacher. Those two jobs are not very compatible. Is what I've
I like
discovered.
that though.
Yeah.
You're an outlier. We haven't
Yeah.
even touched
Little
on
bit.
it. This guy's a stand-up comedian as well.
Yeah, I was gonna
yeah.
say what even started that? Like, how did that come about? Being a gym teacher and then being a stand up comedian.
Well, so after I quit wrestling, my pro wrestling career
Back to me.
lasted until I was almost out of college.
Okay,
Right. So like after I gave up wrestling, I never intended on quitting it altogether. But after a few years being out of that, it became clear to me that like I don't want to go back to just being in pain all the time and like all that stuff, because I saw like a lot of these wrestlers that were just broken people, you know, after a few years in that game. So once I quit wrestling, I spent a few years just not doing anything really creatively. And it wasn't all bad. I got married. That was great. Love my wife, love my family.
Shout out to Mary.
Shout out to my wife, Mary. That's how we know each other, Tyler and I. But after a few years, I went to her and I was like, I want to start, like performing again. I want to do, I have this like creative itch. I want to get out there. And she was like, well, you may not start wrestling again. I forbid you to do that. And I was like, all right, that's fine. I didn't really want to do that anyway. But I had done improv in high school. I was on my high school improv team. My brother was doing improv at the time too. He was in the Second City Conservatory program in Chicago. Okay. And so I got back into that. I started taking improv classes again and started performing and doing improv comedy. And I had always wanted to try stand-up. And what got me into what finally lit that fire was I was taking improv classes at the Second City in Chicago. I was in their conservatory program, which is like their like professional series. Like if you want to do this for a living, you got to get into the conservatory. Like all the SNL alum did programs like that. And they really sucked the fun out of it because the auditions were like brutal. You'd get on stage with all these strangers and you're expected to just relax and be 100% authentic and make this panel of judges laugh.
Yeah.
So that was terrifying for me. And I got cut from the program after like level 2. And they make you re-audition to get in level 3. They were like, no, you're not quite good enough for level 3. So we're going to cut you here. And you can re-audition, which I did like twice. And I just kept getting rejected. So I was like, you know what? I'm tired of getting rejected. Yeah. I'm tired of paying all this money for these improv classes. So I decided to try stand-up and just fell in love with it like instantly. Just the idea of going on stage and it's just you and your jokes and the audience. So I've been doing stand-up for almost 10 years now. I think 2015 is when I started.
Yeah.
And I didn't start telling jokes about my job until a few years in.
Okay.
I never like set out to be a teacher comedian or a gym teacher comedian or whatever. It just kind of happened. I started talking about work and like that's something that every audience can relate to. Like you get on stage, you start talking about your job and people just immediately they start paying extra attention. They're like, oh, he's a teacher. Ooh, I know a teacher. My wife's a teacher, whatever.
Yeah.
So it just kind of happened that way that more and more of my material started being about what I do for a living. So became a gym teacher comedian. Yeah.
Does that work against you? You mentioned earlier, like they don't exactly mesh. Is that the piece that kind of gets hairy with making the jokes about the job? Or
a little bit. A little bit. I got in trouble with HR one time and it wasn't because of my stand-up. It was because of some videos that I had made where like the school logo was in the background. They were like, you can't be doing this at work. Like people can tell where you work. If you say something that makes somebody upset, like now they know where you work. So I was like, okay, didn't really have anything to say in response to that. I was like, okay, you got me. I'll stop doing that. Yeah. But no, it just like, I don't know. Cause like the material that I do on stage is meant for adults. And when I'm at work, that's meant for kids, So it's just kind of being able to like go back and forth and code switch there can be challenging at times. But
and I can tell you do a good job at it. I think your channel is very diverse. Yeah. Like the stand-up acts are great. But what I also love too is back to your technology presentation. I believe in there you had a slide that had the do's and don'ts. Like you were handing down what you've learned. And I think on the don'ts it said like do not share where you work, to have logos in the background, et cetera. Because you don't think about those things. I mean, you can ruin your career.
Social media used to be a positive place. I don't know if you guys remember like the MySpace days. Right?
Yeah.
Did
middle
you start?
school.
Yeah. Middle school?
Middle
okay,
school.
yeah. For me, it was college.
Yeah.
I'm older than you guys. But I can remember MySpace and even before that, Zanga and LiveJournal.
I don't know.
Wonderful, positive, like you go on there to talk about your feelings and your experiences and people would leave comments and it was always positive. It was positive. And then around 2016, I think was when it took a turn. We all know what happened in 2016, right? The Cubs won the World Series.
Yeah.
Broke the multiverse.
Yeah.
And sent us on just the worst timeline possible. I did this joke in my presentation, and it's so fun to watch people squirm. When I start talking about 2016, they're like, oh my God, where's he going with this?
Yeah.
What is he going to get political? Like, no, the Cubs won the World Series. That was never supposed to happen, right? Broke everything. And just ever since then, people have kind of taken social media and twisted it into this, like, just nastiness. There's just nastiness all over. There's bots everywhere. Just people just being nasty to each other.
Yeah.
And so when I first started on social media, it was still mostly positive. Like 2015 is when I started my Facebook page. And it wasn't yeah, it wasn't until a few years later when it just became this like cesspool. And now you just have to be really careful about what you put on there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was doing in my presentation. Like I want to make sure I at least gloss over this part.
Yeah.
Make sure that they don't make those same mistakes that I made.
Yeah. I saw that personally. Yeah. I don't even consume social media anymore. It's more so like producing just to, make the greatest impact we can as a brand.
Yeah.
And leave our footprint. But
You have to work hard to make it positive.
You really do.
Yeah.
Or see stuff positive when you do go on there. Mostly everything's negative,
Yeah, the algorithm wants to
my point.
The algorithms want to feed you stuff that makes you mad. Because that's what keeps you commenting and reacting and staring at the screen.
Oh yeah, and to keep watching more videos.
They don't want you to feel positive
on there, and
because if you feel positive on social media, what's going to happen is you're going to be inspired to put your phone down and go engage with the world.
Yeah, how do the news companies
spend time with your kids or your family?
And, how do the news companies get you to keep watching TV? It's all 95% negative, and they have one happy segment in the hour show that they have, and all the other ones are like the bad things going on in the world.
They're like,
so
you have to watch
these people robbed. Stay away from here. Like,
if
this
you want
house
to be
was
safe,
on
you
fire.
have to don't touch that dial.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't put your phone down.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. And you were talking about family. How much has your life changed from like before and after having kids? Like, how many more things has it taught you? Becoming a parent and stuff like that in the real world.
It's changed everything. I mean, I thought that I was busy before. And then I have twins now, 6-year-old twin boys. And it's just, it's exhausting. I mean, it's the best thing in the world. I don't remember if it was a movie or listening to like a video or like, I don't remember if it was a movie or just like a sermon or something, but somebody had said that the best way to describe having kids is you rip out your own heart, give it legs, and just watch it go walk around the world. And that's truly what it has felt like for me. Especially now that they're up and moving around and they're going to school. They're in first grade now. So it's exhausting, it's nerve-wracking, it's terrifying. But yeah, like the joy, especially like this time of year with the holidays and stuff, it's just nonstop inspiration, nonstop joy.
Yeah.
Nonstop exhaustion, pretty much. It's everything, yeah.
Yeah, especially those long holiday breaks, like you were saying, where they're home all day. You got them for 2 weeks, like home nonstop with presents, playing, fighting,
beating each other up, fighting over everything,
Interesting analogy. Can you relate to that one, Devin? As a step parent, the heart comes out, grows legs.
Yeah, I mean, you look at them and you just love them more than anything. You want the best for them. You want them to be happy. You want them to be excited. It's stressful at times. It's exciting at times. It's happy at times. Like you ride every single emotion you possibly can as a parent. That it's a lot, you were saying, it's very almost like overwhelming at some points where so many things are going on and happening at one time that you're just like, oh my gosh, what is going on right now? And you have to take a second to take a step back and just take a deep breath. Like, all right, everything's going to be okay. But your brain's just like running like crazy.
You have to work extra hard for them. Like it's more work than anything, but then you also have to make sure that you don't forget like your self-care too. Like then that becomes extra work. Like, I had to recently start talking to a therapist just because I was feeling just so overwhelmed, because I have ADHD. I was diagnosed as a kid. Yeah. Diagnosed as a kid, but never really did anything. Like my parents they don't want to put me on meds or anything. And it wasn't until as an adult with kids, I was like, I think I'm ready to finally get this under control because I feel like I'm missing out. I feel like I'm missing out on stuff because I can't focus. Like I don't know how to. I need to start taking care of myself so that I can be there for them. So yeah, it's exhausting.
Well said.
So you've learned to control that better, like having ADHD, like just over the years.
No. I've learned what I can't do. Like I've learned that like. I can't spend hours glued to a couch scrolling on my phone. Like that makes it worse. It's that constant like seeking the dopamine or whatever, serotonin out from the notifications on the phone and stuff. Social media makes it 10 times worse. But I've learned certain things. I've learned, like I said, what I can't do. I've learned to learn how to like try to calm myself down at the end of the day. If I can actually do some reading, pick up a book. That's something that helps a lot.
Yeah.
And then, just trying to like forcefully tell myself to like just be present and be engaged with my kids is that's something I constantly have to remind myself to do.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I can relate to that one. I was on the ADHD medication for years, and I think when I finally started to cross over to that adult stage, so quick joke from Mary, she helped me become a boy from a man. No, the wrong way. She helped me go from boy to man.
I was a man.
Yes, yeah,
And
I botched that.
She put me back in diapers, and
She made me unmasculine.
she started scratching my back, and I was like, oh, I felt like a kid again.
Oh,
She made me start cleaning at the gym, and I didn't feel manly anymore.
Dang it, I wish I nailed that. All right, I digress. The point
She
was,
made you a man.
yeah, when I crossed over to being a man, I realized I didn't want to be dependent on these drugs.
Yeah.
And so when I came off them, I just really had to get present with myself and grow the awareness to, hey, how can I concentrate?
Yeah.
How can I do what I need to do without, being squirrel brain?
Yeah.
And I realized that you just got to go within and realize, like, in those moments that you're not paying attention to the person talking, not present, you can't pay attention to what's going on. You got to catch yourself and say, okay, what can I do in this moment to make a better change next time?
That's everything, because medication helps for a lot of people, for sure.
Sure.
Like I was on medication in college. I lied. I said as an adult was the first time I addressed my ADHD really in college. There was a semester in college when I was taking like an insane amount of credit hours, like way higher than normal, because I had put off a summer course that I was trying to finish up. Because that was always my biggest thing, was procrastination. Still to this day, put everything off until I absolutely have to do it. And then I'm pulling all-nighters, driving myself crazy, taking years off my life, just missing out on sleep. So in college, I was on medication. And then I started feeling guilty, for taking medication. And I had a couple different experiences. Like there was one time when I tried to get my medication filled at the college pharmacy. And I don't know if you've ever tried to get a prescription for Adderall filled at a college pharmacy, but they have some questions.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
They're like, what do you need this for? What dosage did you say again? Have you ever sold it? They started like interrogating, took me to the back room. They're like interrogating me. So I'm like, wow, I didn't realize this was such a like controversial thing. I thought I was just taking this stuff to help me get through school.
Yeah.
But apparently there's a lot of people, having a great time on Adderall. And there was a couple other experiences like that made me say to myself, like, okay, I need to get off of this, because if I can't do my job, like as a teacher without these meds, then I shouldn't be a teacher, right? Because like if you need drugs to do your job, you shouldn't be doing that job. That's what I told myself anyway. So I was fine for a number of years. I mean, I wasn't fine. I was still like procrastinating. How it is. Still didn't have the good habits. And then when I had kids, that's when I really started. I started getting that same feeling that I had back when I was taking those credit hours in college. I was like, okay, I'm feeling overwhelmed again. That's when I finally started going to a therapist and got back on medication. So I'm one of those that's like, yeah, no, it's not, it can't be a crutch, like the medication is not going to do it for you all the way. You got to learn how to set those healthy habits so that you can really get the lasting change that you need. Otherwise, it is a crutch. Otherwise, it's just popping pills. And
you can use it as a stepping stone, but I feel like it's so easy for so many to use it as that crutch.
Exactly. Yeah. You have to make other changes too. Yeah. Otherwise, it's like, what's the point? There's no magic pill.
Yeah, that's
for
it.
anything.
I mean, a lot of people just rely on any kind of medication, no matter what it is, thinking that's going to solve all their problems. And, honestly, I don't think it is. There's like depression pills, like everything. I know a lot of people that are on all sorts of those kind of things. And I mean, they're still depressed. Like it doesn't solve the issue at the end of the day of what they're going through. Sure, it might help a little bit, kind of like numb the pain, but they probably need some kind of therapy or help or something else to kind of
changing the habits.
Change what they're mentally.
And that's the real work. That's
through.
the hard part. That's unfortunately what a lot of people fall short of doing.
Yeah, they don't want to put that work in, and it's just sad because that only, pills only help so much, and clearly pharmacies, medication companies. That's the reason they're all like billion-dollar companies, because a lot of people just resort to those things of I need these. I hear a lot of people say I have to have these pills, or I need these pills to help me function or feel better. And at the end of the day, it's like you really don't. Like if you reflect and just sit back, like there's other avenues that you could probably take that are going to give you the long-term benefits versus just the short-term benefits that you're kind of giving yourself right now. So I'm sure you even noticed that with like the ADHD medications and Adderall and stuff like that, because my brother was on it, I know Tyler was on it, and it almost makes you feel like you're two different people.
Yeah.
At points, depending on the dosage and things you're on, where it's like you could be all over the place, the most happy person ever. And then all of a sudden you take that and it's just like you're so mellow and it's like you're barely talking or functioning. And it's like, dude, who are you right now?
Yeah.
Like,
that was important to me when I talked to like my therapist about it, because that was important to me to not do anything like too dramatic, and, like I don't want, like I know I need to change my habits. I know I need better like sleep hygiene, for example. When I'm laying in bed at night, I know I shouldn't be staring at my phone. I know I need to start reading. Like,
good awareness.
Yeah. So that was something that was important to me, and so that we kind of like eased our way into it. Trying to find the right dosage, the right medication. So it's not a terrible thing. I'm not one of these people that's like, oh, you shouldn't be taking drugs. No drugs, like no pills, nothing.
Yeah.
But I do believe that you have to, like that's not the answer. Like you have to do other things. You have to learn how to change your habits. You have to find the right routines, to really help you make the most of every day.
Yeah.
These days, especially, it's so easy to just come home after a long day at work, plop down on the couch and just kind of stare at the phone or the TV and just life is happening around you. Your kids are running around. You got to be present for those people. So.
Yeah. Makes me think of one word: convenience.
Exactly. Yeah.
Man, we live in a world
all
of
about convenience these days. Yeah.
Yeah. No one wants to do the hard work.
Yeah.
No, so true. And kind of like what you were saying, I feel like a lot of people just miss another one word we talked about the other day: purpose. A lot of people just don't know what their purpose is. So they come home from work, they hate their job, they don't enjoy it, and they're just kind of like scrolling, going through the night until they get to the next day because they don't feel like they have a purpose. Like, what am I even doing here? What impact am I making?
There's a lot of pressure to find a purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys see that Disney movie Soul?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was a great movie. And it was
Absolutely.
about that. Like it's about that grind of like trying to find your purpose and what you're meant to do in life, when for a lot of us, the best thing you can do is just be present and enjoy the little things, enjoy the meals, enjoy the people that you're spending time with, especially if you have like kids at home, pets, family, like enjoy those people, make those memories for them, be present for them. Like that's, if any of us have a purpose, like that should be the main focus,
Yeah.
Agreed.
So true. Sometimes you get so wrapped up in life, you forget that. And you lose friends or family. They pass away and you're like, man, I wish I would have just spent more time with them or been more present or hung out with them when they asked me to, but I had so many other things going on that I didn't. And now you don't get that chance. So many people say that it's like, I wish I would have just took more time to spend with them, but you don't get that time back.
Yeah.
So you just have to find that balance, just like anything, being a parent or stuff like that. You have to find that balance where I'm sure there's work things you have to do and conferences you have to go to, that it's like, what can you say yes and no to make sure you find that balance of doing both?
Yeah, you got to have the balance. No amount of money ever bought a second of time. That's from a movie.
Ooh.
And I'm blanking on it right now. What movie is that from? We should have Googled this.
Should have Googled it. If anyone knows it, drop it in the comments down below. Let us know.
Credit for it, right?
Yeah.
I should have just taken credit for it.
Yeah, someone would have called you out on it, but maybe if someone knows, they'll drop it in the comments below when they see it. Because honestly, I don't know.
Let us know if you know.
I'm blanking.
I don't know.
I'm gonna think of it as soon as you turn the camera.
Yeah,
off.
I'm giving you some grace because I botched the from boy to man thing. So I'm giving
from boy to man. And even the way you said it too, kind of like even if you had said it
if I just
correctly,
rolled over it.
No, even if you had said it right, like your wife made me a man.
That almost would have sounded wrong.
Even that would have come out a little weird. So I think again, you got to give yourself some grace. It wasn't perfect to begin with.
Yeah. Yes. You might have Tom really thinking there, going back to the gym days. If she made you become a man, he would have really been thinking, going home like, what's Tyler talking about here?
I think we've got an answer from behind the camera here. It's from
Iron Man.
Whoa. Yes.
Oh, there we go.
No amount of money. I can't believe I didn't think of that.
From the man himself, Tony
I love
Stark.
those.
From the man that's a billionaire himself, Tony Stark.
There you go.
The MCU is like the best thing in life for me right now. So I can't believe I didn't think of that. No, you're right.
Nice.
I do
Devin,
suck.
you got anything else for Tom?
No, we learned so much about him and just like figuring out what his purpose is, his impact, how much he's changing the world. There was one thing. What made you come up with the name the Angry Gym Teacher? I don't think we specifically asked that question, so people know.
That's another rabbit hole. No, when I was teaching in Chicago, I was mean. I was a mean teacher because I was listening to. I got a lot of bad advice. So the people that did these turnaround schools gave us a lot of bad advice. And a lot of it was just like borderline racist stuff. Like they would say, hey, when you go in front of these kids, they would say these kids, like you can't be nice. You can't smile. Don't smile ever. Some of them would say, don't smile until Thanksgiving. That was like a rule starting off in these schools. But then a lot of them would say, don't smile at all. And don't talk to these kids like they're your friends. Don't try to make connections with them. Just, you gotta be mean. You gotta be stern. You gotta have that teacher face, you know? So I took that a little bit too much to heart. I was super mean, just the meanest.
Wow.
Just a jerk like to these kids. And I felt, to this day, I feel bad about that. But I just kind of got this reputation as like an angry gym teacher. They would talk, and they like, if they still had fun. I like to think that my students still enjoyed my class because we did. We had a lot of fun. But just me as a person, like I was not one of those teachers that they felt like safe, coming to if they had a problem with another student. Like they didn't want to talk to me because I would just be like, deal with it. Get over there, do your laps, like get back to work, So I just had this reputation as an angry gym teacher. And so when I started my page, I think it was like 2016, 2017 on Facebook, I just kind of went with it, just kind of embraced it, rolled with it, and became the angry gym teacher. Just started as like a comedy page, and it was tongue in cheek. But there was some truth to that. I was an angry teacher, and I like to think that I'm not anymore. I'm still pretty mean. Still pretty stern, but I'm not the angry person that I used to be.
I was going to say, it's hard to picture from your comedy and your social media. I just can't picture.
If any of my old students are watching this, I'm sorry. I love you. I hope that didn't traumatize you too much.
So I'm guessing those kids weren't chanting like you were a celebrity back in the day. Then.
No. It took a few years for that. Like I started softening up, I would say like 3 years in. I started learning how to like engage and make those relationships and build those connections without being a dick. Like you don't have to be a jerk. You can smile. And if there's any teachers watching this, like, because this is something that I want to, again, help other future educators with. Like, you don't have to be mean, right? You have to be a jerk. Yes, you should. You got to be stern. You got to stick to your guns. You got to make sure that the kids respect you, but you don't have to be a jerk. You can be cool. You can smile. Go ahead and smile.
Yeah. Is that pretty much what you thought the advice came from? Was you didn't want the kids kind of like think you were friends, take advantage of you?
The advice, I mean, it came from, I guess, a good place. They were trying to like teach you how to get respect, because at the end of the day, you gotta have respect. Kids have to respect their teachers as adults. So that's what they were going for, but they took it a little too far. In those schools. Okay,
that makes sense though. If the schools were kind of trying to turn everything around, it was probably like they wanted everyone to be dicks to the kids to really make sure they had control in the classrooms.
They took it too far though, because then at the end of the day, like it almost turned the school into a prison. Literally, like kids would be marching up and down the hallways in complete silence. Like that's not school, that's prison. And these kids are young. Like this is their childhood. They deserve to have a fun childhood. So they definitely took it too far. But that's where the name Angry Gym Teacher came from.
Nice.
Got it.
That's what I was. I was an angry gym teacher.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure for everyone watching this, they're probably like, well, where's the name come from? And then they wouldn't get their answer. So
yeah, that's where it came from. Legit.
Can we leave you with one loaded question that's on my mind?
Sure.
So being an elementary school gym teacher, I'm wondering, what's your biggest piece of advice for young kids and parents of young kids growing up?
My biggest piece of advice would be play more. Play more. You watch Bluey. I know you watch Bluey.
Oh yeah.
Tyler, you watch Bluey?
Seen one episode.
You should watch more. It's they advertise it as a kid's show, but it's really for adults. Like,
that's what you said too.
Yeah, that's how I told them. I can sit there all day watching.
What Bluey's parents do constantly, all day, every day, is they play. And that's not realistic, right?
Yes.
We have jobs and we have to unwind. We have to sit on the couch and do what we need to do for our own energy levels as adults. But they, like Bluey and her sister, will come up and be like, Dad, we're playing grannies. And then Dad's like, all right, I'm a granny. Like he does no questions asked, just get up and play. So the biggest piece of advice, people just need to re-engage and learn how to play again, because too many people are just so connected to social media, to their phones and to technology. Technology is great, but again, you can't take it too far. You got to learn how to just re-engage with each other.
Yeah.
Especially kids and their parents. Like go play, go outside, pretend.
Yeah.
Learn how to pretend again. So
I love
No,
that.
that's great. Because even growing up, like I mean, my parents were great. Everything was awesome. I had a great upbringing, but there wasn't a lot of times that they ever played.
yeah.
Or like have those memories. And I tell my mom this all the time. I tell my dad this, the same thing. Like, I don't know about you guys, like if your parents kind of interacted and played a lot of games and stuff with you outside or anything, but I didn't have a lot of that. And now that I am a parent and have that opportunity, I try and take advantage of all the time playing with the kids, going outside, doing things, playing video games, like anything you possibly can, because you don't forget those things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you'll forget some, but those were some memories that I feel like when my parents did do things with me, I never forgot, you know, and a lot of people, especially in today's world, there's social media, there's TV shows, different things where you always tell your kids, like, just go play, like, just go do something
Right.
and just leave me alone. Give me 20 minutes because yeah, there's a lot always going on in today, whether it's work, kids, you know, social media, different things like that sometimes you just forget. You're like,
Yeah.
they'll be tomorrow. Like I'll play with them a different day. And
Take some time out, even if it's just once every other day. Take some time out to join them, play with them.
yeah.
Connect with whatever they're connecting with, and just try to make it a family thing.
Yeah. Going to the park.
Nice.
It's their absolute favorite thing. You know, we
I've
play the
always
most
wanted to,
random
and
stuff.
I know you're trying to wrap up, but this is a dream that I've always had. I've always wanted to start, because you know how you can go to any gym and you can sign up for these different fitness classes. There's pickleball, there's yoga, there's Pilates. I want to do gym class.
Mm.
I want to have an activity like program where parents can bring their kids and we play games. We do stuff very similar, sometimes identical to what I do with my students in the gym,
Mm-hmm.
but with like a fitness twist so that the
Yeah.
adults feel welcome too, because adults and kids move very differently.
Yeah.
You know, the adults aren't as limber. They get to a point
Yeah.
where they can't do that. They can't do the crab walks and the bear walks that we do all the time. So I would adjust the activities. I know you guys can.
That's why we're in business. baby.
Yeah. You guys have no problem with that. But so I would adjust the activities to be more adult friendly. But at the end of the day, it's good. It's like it's an hour of adults and kids playing together. That's
Yeah.
my dream. I would love to make that happen someday.
I love
All
that.
right.
Once again,
So if there's any
Passion.
investors watching this,
You heard it.
Shark Tank. We have anybody watching this from, like, you know, the banking sector or
Yeah.
something? If you want to invest, I don't have a name for it yet, but
Give me a loan. Let
They
me
will,
know.
yeah.
Hit me up.
yeah, I'll send you my Venmo.
At the Angry Gym Teacher, you could look them up.
Yeah,
Yes.
No, it's a cool idea, though. I've never thought of that before, but it'd be a cool thing that if they did have those classes and you can incorporate all those kind of gym games that you do and have, and I'm sure
Yeah.
itty pretty
We'll do
easy
the scooters,
to
we'll get
put
the
parents in there.
parachute out, Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Play more. Life is too short. Be sure to follow Tom at the Angry Gym Teacher on Instagram and YouTube. And if you enjoyed this interview here today, please give us a subscribe. We'd appreciate it. And we've got many more great interviews like we just had here with Tom. Thanks for being
Yeah.
on the show.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
having me,
coming
guys.
on.
I
Yeah,
feel good.
we
I feel
appreciate
good. I'm finally warmed up now. So
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah, if you didn't see our shirts yet.
Yeah, thanks for letting us feel a little more like you today as well.
yeah,
Shit, with the
I don't
headband,
give
the
a
shirt.
rat's horse.
Horse.
Sorry, Dad.
Goes along with the theme. Just have fun.
Yeah,
Play
exactly.
more. Thanks, Tom.
All right.
Thanks for having
Yeah.
me, guys.